Recently, countries and companies around the globe have increased their pledges to align their actions with the Paris Accord. As a direct consequence, the possibility of companies and governments getting left with stranded assets has increased. Gas and LNG assets are at high risk of becoming stranded in the short to medium term as a result of climate risks, competitive pressures, resource degradation, lower demand, and carbon pricing risks. To see why gas and LNG assets will become stranded, we must firstly look at where gas fits in the global emissions picture. Where I come from, Australia, is a nation swimming in gas. We are currently the world's largest exporter of LNG. However, gas demand is falling domestically and is down 16% since 2014. In the US, a major producer and consumer of gas usage fell dramatically in 2020. It is forecast to decline in 2021 and 2022 as gas for power generation has become less economic in the face of competition from renewables and higher gas prices. Gas has historically been artificially cheap to extract in the US. The industry has failed to make economic returns, and investors and bankers are now demanding a return on their money. At the same time as the gas industry feels pressure from demand declines and increased operating costs, the world's lowest cost producer of LNG is looking to expand production radically. Qatar is planning to increase production by 64% by 2027, regaining the title as the world's biggest LNG producer. To get there, Qatar is cutting prices by around 22% to secure new customers, and other producers will struggle to compete. We have been extracting oil and gas for a considerable length of time, and healthy gas resources are becoming harder to find and more expensive to extract. Essentially, the easy pickings have been had, and we are moving to gas fields that are further from the shore, in deeper water, and have higher levels of CO2, making the gas more expensive to produce. A recent graphic example of this is the Barossa gas field in Australia. It is, as one analyst, John Robert, delightfully put it, a carbon dioxide field with gas as a byproduct. Methane, the main constituent of natural gas, makes up around 25% of all greenhouse gas emissions. The annual increase in atmospheric methane for 2020 was the largest annual increase recorded since systematic measurements began in 1983. Credible industry authorities, such as the International Agency, back the idea that as companies seek to align their strategies with net zero, they will find that there is little room for gas. The IEA stated that to reach net zero, LNG needs to decline by 60% by 2050, which will leave many gas and LNG assets stranded. The pace of change has picked up markedly in 2021. Gas demand is falling. Competitive pressures from Qatar and renewable energy have risen, and climate risk has grown exponentially. The culmination of this means gas and LNG assets will become stranded, and investors, bankers, and governments will lose money. Getting money out of gas and LNG is the smartest move in a rapidly changing investment climate.